So a lot of time this community thing it's not there a lot of time that we have seen, right? And today also, if you see it's there could be a political will, but the engagement of the community is not there. What can be done to improve that?
Well, I think some pilots, look, we as humans resist to change. Normally, you don't like things to change if you feel, okay, I'm okay. Don't move me that much because I'm doing fine. Okay. So when you try to show people there are some changes are at some cost. They will sometimes hurt some of the things that you think are right. So you will have to adapt to some other things and so on. Quick story here. In Bogotá, we decided to work in a specific neighborhood on something we call livable neighborhoods. And it was inspired on the Superblocks in Barcelona.
Okay.
So it was about how to work with the community to close some roads, to make sure that we count traffic within the neighborhood, to build some pedestrian paths, biking paths, to make sure that it was a place where you can really enjoy as human, not for cars. And then we start with the communities telling them this, that is very exciting and so on, and they were super supportive. Then we start painting with them on the streets, and they feel engaged with it. So that's the first thing that I'm saying. When you want to engage community, you need to show them what you want to achieve, what is that, and involve them in the solution, in part of how you want to make the transformation. Things don't happen one day to the other, but you need to start working, and then when you are part of it, then you feel you appropriate that. What happened next actually was the community got very worried about, okay, but this is gonna make cars not to be around. How I'm gonna get to my house without the car? What about the commerce? It will suffer because of this. And then we had to came back again and explain, look, no, you will be able to access your house. Maybe you have to go a bit longer.
Yeah.
But you will be able to access. And then the second thing, commerce will not suffer, and we have proof of that in other experiences in other places, like in Barcelona, as I mentioned. And then after some point, they realized, okay, yes, actually the commerce increased in like 60, 70%. They have access to their houses and so on. All this to explain, look, changes are difficult, but engaging the community needs time, pilots, proof. Things will go right, things will go wrong, then you try again. But you have to make sure you are resilient. You are there all the time, trying. And at some point, the community will just ask for that kind of things. Right now in Bogotá, after that neighborhood, there are 5 more already being built like that. So that kind of transformations, as I said, take time. But if you don't start, it will never happen.
Will never happen.
So you need to start.
Is there a specific name that you have given to that? I think something in India it's called Car-Free Sundays, but I think in Bogotá you have given something.
No, so those are different things. There is the livable neighborhoods, which is in specific neighborhoods, some interventions in the neighborhood, so people commute in a different way, and we make sure that those neighborhoods are not for cars but for people. Okay. There are zero emission zones that are actually with a bit more of policies and a little bit of combination with these neighborhoods, and that's a different thing.
Okay.
The Car-Free Day, it's actually something amazing. It just its anniversary, its 50th anniversary just happened. Okay. Bogotá was the first city to have a Car-Free Day in the world.
Wow.
And it was institutionalized in every Sunday, happening every Sunday. So we closed like 120 kilometers of our streets just for pedestrians, bicycles, so people can exercise or do whatever they want on the streets of Bogotá. Nowadays, nobody even think of getting that back, because actually community again will fight so much for it, because it's something that people feel like is there.
Important for them.
Yes.
Wow.
So it is an amazing experience. And from that experience only happening on Sundays, now we have also Car-Free Days twice a year during a weekday.
Very nice. Wonderful.
which means no cars at all in the whole city
In the whole city.
during a work day.
Wow.
So people needs to find out a way to move that day. Of course, a lot of people protest on that, say that it doesn't work, but actually numbers show it works in terms of climate, but also in terms of how people commute, how people feel better, how people can enjoy in a better way the city. And it's just also another way to show that this is possible, that there are sustainable ways to move. Of course, if we had a better infrastructure, that would be even better, but yes, we have that. So just to summarize that, we have 3 different things right now. Car-free days.
Yes.
Sorry, car-free, which we call ciclovia during Sundays.
Okay.
Car-free days, which are twice per year during a work day. And we also have the car-free night, which is even a bigger celebration, sometimes near another celebration like Christmas or so on. So people go out and see the lights of the city, and also we prohibit most of the cars in the city in that moment. Some people will protest, but that kind of things are amazing in a city where 85% of people don't have cars.
Wow.
Like Delhi, most of the people walk or use their bikes or use the public transport system. Why would you don't privilege them over all the other ones?
Of course. That's amazing. And that's a great picture that I can now imagine for Bogota. And if something can be replicated in Delhi, it'll be great. Or in any Indian city, it'll be great.